Welcome back. I'm Jolene and this is T.L.C. Cares. I'm a nurse with T.L.C. Private Home Care in Buzzards Bay, and we have an office in Howard. And today I'd like to talk to you about the value of a nursing home visit and why it's so important. A nurse has been taught when we go to nursing school how to do an assessment on a patient that we meet right away, whether or not they have a pale face or they have a red face, whether their hair is thinning or their nails are thinning, how tall they are, how short they are, how do they walk, how do they speak, how do they dress, are they tired, do they walk with a slump in their back, do they shuffle. We notice these things right off the bat. So a nursing home visit is very, very important. What can a nurse do in the home? Well, we can look at their nutrition and hydration. As we age, adequate food and drink can help us recover from an illness or surgery. Adequate food and drink also gives you energy. It can improve your sleep. It can improve your mood. It can give you more focus, so it improves your cognitive ability. Proper hydration keeps your electrolytes balanced. A lot of people go to the hospital because they are dehydrated. My goal is to keep you out of the hospital. So a nursing home visit is very important for that. What else can we do? We can look in your refrigerator to make sure that there are groceries. Make sure that you have something to eat, whether it's Meals on Wheels at lunchtime, making sure you have ability to go to the kitchen and cook, making sure you have pots and pans and glasses and silverware, making sure you have everything that you need to have adequate nutrition and hydration. So what else can we do is we can check your vital signs. A lot of people who are on heart medications are asked by their physician to take their blood pressure every morning. With an automatic cuff, you just slide your arm right in, you press a button, it takes your blood pressure and your heart rate. And then you can record that on your calendar and take your calendar with you to the doctor's office and show them what your readings have been. That's a really good indication for a physician or the nurse practitioner to see if you're doing well, especially when you're on your heart medication. High blood pressure or low blood pressure can both cause some issues. Low blood pressure can make you dizzy. It can make you faint. You don't want to fall. And high blood pressure, is obviously hypertension is a big problem here in this country. So we really have to be careful of that. Personal hygiene. I can't say enough about personal hygiene. It can give you a picture into someone's life from the moment we meet them. Some things with personal hygiene: depression, isolation, dementia, a fear of falling, a medication side effect. These can cause seniors to lose interest or completely neglect their personal hygiene. When a nurse goes out to the home, they're going to see how they are dressed. Are they in the same clothes that they were in last week? Are they forgetting to bathe? Is there a smell of urine? Can you tell if they've just thrown sweaters upon sweaters on themselves to stay warm? Some people want to hide it. Poor hygiene can lead to skin infections, and bathing on a regular basis is the key to staying healthy and refreshed. Every morning when you take a shower and you put on clean clothes, you automatically feel better. The nurse can go over all kinds of patient medications. We can do the pre-fills. We can answer questions. The biggest goal of a nurse is we're educators. We try to help the people that we are taking care of by educating them. And by education, I mean when a doctor hands you a prescription for a certain medication, ask questions. Ask a lot of questions. Know the name of your medication and why he wants you to take it. What medical condition is it used for? How many times a day do I need to take it? Should I take it with food? Will it make me hungry? Will it make me thirsty? Will it cause concerns with any of my other medications? Is it okay to drive on this medication? A lot of medications you should not be driving on, especially a pain medication or Sometimes Claritin and Benadryl, during allergy season, those make you drowsy. You have to be really careful of those. And if you're unsure, again, call the physician. If you miss a dose of medication, what should you do? These are all questions that you need to have answered by the nurse practitioner, the nurse at the office, or the physician. You always want to know all about the side effects. Those are very, very important. Another thing that a nurse can do when they visit the home is listen to lung sounds and look for signs and symptoms of fluid retention. Fluid retention tends to give you bulkier legs. And sometimes if you put your finger through it, it's called pitted edema. Get your feet up during the day, put them up on a hassock, something that you can keep your feet up, keep them elevated. Take a nap during the day, raise your legs up. But the nurse can tell if you have a problem with your edema in your legs. Lung sounds can paint a big picture. Are your lung sounds having crackles? Are they having wheezes? Are they normal? We want to make sure that you have normal respiratory sounds. We can prevent a pneumonia. We can prevent a trip to the hospital because you're short of breath. You know, that's a big thing. If your neighbor comes over to you and they're having a conversation and they're unable to finish the sentence because they're having trouble with shortness of breath, that's a sign that you should make a comment that they should call their physician, because that can be very serious. So all of this gives the nurse a better picture of everything that's going on in the home with related to respiratory. We want to make sure that you're not coughing or not able to sleep at night. Do you have a postnasal drip? Is it keeping you up at night? Do you sleep in a recliner because you're having shortness of breath all of a sudden? If it's all of a sudden, pick up the phone, call a family member, call a nurse, call me at T.L.C. Private Home Care. I can help you. A nurse also checks the home. Sometimes in the home, is there a burnt out light bulb and it's making the home a little bit darker for the person? That's a safety concern. We really have to worry about that. Are the floors cluttered? Are the counters cluttered? When the counters and the floor are cluttered, that causes a fall risk. Or it just sends the message that maybe the person was too tired to put the food away, or maybe they were too tired to do the dishes. That's a concern. Those are questions nurses will ask. We do get to the bottom of it. It's like we're a detective. Is there extra laundry lying around? Did somebody put bed sheets over here that they're trying to hide because they had an accident? You know, sometimes people get incontinent in bed and they quickly change the sheets and put them aside, but the laundry's down in the basement and they have to wait for their son or daughter to come. That's something a nurse will make sure that we look for. Do they need small repairs? Is the dishwasher working? Is the refrigerator working properly? Are they able to use the stove? Is the stove working properly? Is anything wrong with the faucets on the sink? Any small repairs like that, the nurse can help, bring attention to the family. Sometimes there's animals. Who's taking care of the animals? Who's feeding the animal? Is the person able to feed the animal? If it's a dog, is she able or he able to take it outside to make sure it can go to the bathroom? Dogs need to be walked. Is there a dog walker? I love dogs, of course, so that's why I'm worried about the dogs. Too many cords to one outlet. That is a big thing. A lot of people they overload one of those long electrical things that you can plug all kinds of electrical cords into. They overload them. They have everything that they need next to them. Their iPad, their telephone, their remote clicker, everything that needs to be plugged in is right next to them and it's overloaded. The biggest one is when a nurse walks through the door, we use our five senses. So we smell. Do we smell urine? Do we smell any kind of foul odor? Do we smell something good? Did they cook? Did they clean? did they clean with wrong products? We can detect that. We can, help. And sometimes a person will tell a nurse something that they will not tell their family member. It's very funny. A lot of people will share things to me. I get knocks on my door a lot with certain questions that only a nurse can answer. Sometimes I tell people what my opinion is, but sometimes I ask them to call their physician or their nurse practitioner to get more information related to them, because I don't always know what everyone's medications are. T.L.C. Private Home Care is running a new program, and it is nursing weekly visits, and especially helpful if family members live far away. Sometimes a client they're not ready for home care. They don't feel that they need home care, but their son or daughter just needs a set of eyes on them. A nursing visit is always a great idea. When you're in the hospital or a rehab, they sometimes will set up visiting nurse to come out to your home. And a nurse comes out to your home to do the initial assessment, and they notice a lot of different things, but they go through your medications with you, making sure that your list is correct. They put in physical therapy and occupational therapy, but then all of a sudden Medicare stops paying and they're done. You have graduated, per se. So what do you do in those situations where you no longer are going to have a nurse come to your house or anyone checking on you? You can call us. We will help you. You can call Born TV. They know how to get in touch with us. If you have a friend who's a nurse, thank them, because we go through a lot and we really care about people and we really just want what's best for them. So this is Jolene. I'm going to be signing out. This is T.L.C. Cares, and I will see you next time. Thank you.